right, good morning everyone. Happy Halloween. Here we've got a lot of trick-or-treaters in our neighborhood. Unfortunately, I don't have no longer have any children that are of trick-or-treat age. They're all too cool for that. So we'll be handing out lots of candy, I'm sure. So, which is the best part? That's the best part of this whole deal. So don't let anyone talk you out of trying to eat some candy. That's always a little trick when people are trying to tell you, don't do it, you gotta resist. No, you don't. There are too many things you have to resist. It's okay to have a Kit Kat, right? So, good morning. Happy Friday. My name is Chris Williams. I am your instructor today for Balance University Online. Thank you for joining us here at FGCU Academy Online. First, a couple of few safety tips, few guidelines. You want to make sure you have something stable to hold on to, like a chair, a table, something preferably not on casters. Anything we do in Balance University, we cater to, a lot of different abilities, a lot of different folks with different issues. So I will always provide modifications if an exercise is too hard, or I will provide a progression if an exercise is too easy. We want to make sure you're not wasting your time here. So there will be certain times I'll instruct you to breathe or take a breath. If you don't hear those instructions, just breathe normally. Again, you want to try not to hold your breath. That's always a bad thing. One other thing, you want to make sure your cameras are on. I understand that there may be situations where you cannot have your camera on. It helps me as an instructor to identify your movement, and if I do need to modify or progress an exercise, it's easier for me to see maybe your knee is caving in or your foot is everted or inverted. That makes a difference for me in how I instruct. So, and then also your mics. You want to make sure that you have your mic off. If you'll take your cursor and scroll over that bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a little microphone. What I want you to do is I want you to hit that, and when you do, so you'd be muted. So that's what we want. Otherwise, we'll get to hear all your little secrets. So, and then I'm telling everybody. No, I'm just kidding. We'll sell them first. No, I'm just kidding. Or not. So, all right. Well, this morning, first, any questions over our last class? Over week 70 is the title, the subheading under the last week would be week 70. No questions? Okay, so make sure after class you check your emails. Rose or Susan will be sending you the workout that we have planned today. All right, she'll send you the workout. It'll be titled Week 71, of course, the Graduates Program. And then also you'll get lots of little interesting facts and sources that we're about to discuss now in our mentions and tips portion of class. I always like to provide education, and of course in that email I include my sources so that way you guys can go back and check and do a little bit of research if you have any questions. So you can always ask me. I'm always here to answer, but just in case, you have those sources there for you. Today we're going to talk about what do you do if you do fall. What do you do if you have an unintended fall? Unfortunately, this happens to a lot of folks. And they don't realize how bad their balance is until they fall. And 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65, 1 in 4 Americans over the age of 65, fall every year. That's a lot. 10,000 Americans turn 65 every day, and that 85 and older population is the fastest growing population in the United States today. So, most people want to live their lives out at home. It's not a very glamorous topic to talk about, but of course we do need to discuss it. There was, in some of the impacts on seniors when they fall, in 2014 alone, 29 million falls were reported in 2014. Now think about that number, 10,000 Americans turn 65 every day. That number is growing. Every 11 seconds, a senior is treated in the ER for a fall-related injury. Every second, an older adult falls. Every 19 minutes, an older adult dies as a cause or as a result of a fall. So, in order to live your life out at home, you need to do something about falling, and you've got to do it now. Unintended falls are not a natural part of aging. Let me say that again. Unintended falls, falls in general, are not a natural part of aging. Unfortunately, speaking with Dr. Khan, who helped me write this program, in an interview that we did, I had read a statistic that most people who fall die within 2 to 5 years. He corrected me and said in his practice, it's 3 to 6 months. That's what he's seen over the last 15, 20 years. Those that have a significant fall, break a bone, an arm, a hip, a thigh, a femur, they're usually gone in 3 to 6 months. And it's a snowball effect, right? We've talked about socialism and the withdrawal from society because of rehab, maybe because of embarrassment, how that impacts our brain. We also talk about the lack of exercise due to rehab. The injury hurts whenever they move or go back to their hobbies. And losing those two things are so important. We'll talk more about that in the upcoming class. I know a lot of you already have heard me give my spiel on that, on the BDNF and the way that the falls impact the brain and the way that balance is so dependent on our brains. There was a study done, real quick, bear with me, we're going to get to it. There was a study done on folks who did some Tai Chi and yoga, okay? And this is called Preventing Falls with Injury. It was the Center for Transforming Healthcare Project. Their goals were to reduce falls by 50%. They were trying to reduce falls that result in injury by 50%. Second goal was to reduce falls by 25%. After 18 months of this Tai Chi and yoga, the result was reduced falls with injury had been cut by 62%. Remember, their goal was 50%. Reduced all falls by 35%. Their goal was 25%. The good news about Balance University is there's studies been done on Tai Chi and on balance-specific programs. Balance University is a balance-specific program built on the 4 pillars, right? Strength, posture, flexibility, and then, of course, balance. This study, I believe it was from Harvard Medical Center, this study showed that when someone performs balance-specific training, they were improved by 20%, I think it was 19% actually, by 19% versus Tai Chi or yoga. So, what we're doing today is we're strengthening the body. We're going to help you stay mobile, stay active, and stay independent for as long as possible, all right? Let's get to it. Thank you for bearing with me. Just like to give you those information tidbits. Any questions real quick? Good, good. All right, check your emails. Let's get to work. Let me have everyone stand. And I'd like for you to take your chair or your table. I want you to adjust it or fix it so that it's on the left side. You want that on the left side here. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go through a series of assessments. We will do this before every class to determine our progress. It may be very easy for you. That's okay. We're still going to do it. It may be very difficult for some. I want you to start with your feet hip-width apart. You've got your chair here on the left side, okay? That chair is there, that table is there for you to hold on to if you need it, okay? Bend your knees, core tight, chest up, chin up. Holding on to the chair, I want you to close your eyes. All right, get your bearings, be safe. We're going to hold this position for 15 seconds. If you feel confident, you can lift your hand. There you go, and make sure you're super safe now. Anytime you close your eyes, it's very challenging. Well done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Now, let's go ahead and move our feet as close together as we can get them. All right? You want to get them as close as you can. We're going to do the same thing, okay? Hand on the chair, knees slightly bent, core tight. That means pull your belly button in when I say core tight. Chest up, chin up, close your eyes. Get your bearings. Time begins now. That's it. Be safe. Be safe. If you need to hold on to that chair, that's fine. Hold on. If it's too much for you, open your eyes. And 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Now we're going to stand on one foot. And again, these are our assessments, okay? The first time we stand on one foot, it's going to be with our eyes open. We will do it a second time. We will close our eyes on the second time, okay? And we'll get to the eyes closed on one foot here in just a second. I want you to shift your weight to your left foot. All right, let's lift that right foot up in the air. If that's a little tough for you, you can keep the toes of your right foot on the ground. Okay? If you can, bring that right foot up. I don't want it behind you. I don't want it in front of you. I want it right underneath you. Good. Okay, find you a focal point, a point on the wall. I want you to stare at and focus on it. Hand on the chair. Time begins now. If you can, feel confident and comfortable, I want you to raise that hand about an inch or two above the chair or the table. If you need to use one or two fingers, fine. If you need to hold on, fine. And 3, 2, 1, and time. It's important that you understand why you would rather hold on to the chair versus putting your feet down. You have mechanoreceptors in the bottom of your feet. Okay, a lot of you have heard me talk about this many times. Mechanoreceptors detect pressure. So if I lean too much this way or lean too much that way, signals go to my brain analyzes and sends signals all the way through the body, to the muscles, back to the foot, to tell me where to adjust to stay erect. So I don't get past the point of no return. We also have what's called proprioceptors. Okay, now I don't think any of you have heard me talk about proprioceptors. Proprioceptors are nerve endings in the body that help the body detect where we are in space and time, right? Have you ever heard of phantom leg? If someone has an amputation and they have the sensation that the body or the limb is still there, this is a cause of proprioceptors. Whenever your foot touches the ground, it interrupts the signals that the body is learning that it needs to be, the position it needs to be, the balance center of mass where it needs to be when you're on one foot. Now, with that being said, if you need to put that foot on the ground to keep yourself from falling, put the foot on the ground. But if you can, try your very best to just hold on with that hand. Does that make sense? All right. We're going to do this now again, but we're going to do it with our eyes closed. I want you to be very safe here, okay? Let me repeat that. I want you to be very safe. This is a difficult exercise. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. We're going to raise our right heel in the air. My toes are still on the ground. Right heel only. Bend your knees. I want you to close your eyes. Get your bearings. If you're swaying a little bit, this is a pretty good indication that you need to keep your foot on the ground, okay? If this is a little unnerving for you, you stay here. For those of you that feel comfortable and confident, I want you to go ahead and lift that right foot up into the air just an inch or so. Keep it close. You may need to put it down. Time begins now. Standing on one foot with your eyes closed. You've got the chair there. Use it. Tap it. Touch it. Hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Let's rotate. We're going to move it again, guys. Make sure your mics are muted. I'm getting a little feedback there. Just scroll over that left hand. All right, here we go. We're switching our chair to the opposite side. Okay, so now the chair's on my right side with the table. I'm going to shift my weight to my right foot. The first time we do this, our eyes are open. Okay, so we're shifting our weight to my right foot, left foot up in the air. I'm holding on, getting my bearings. Time begins now. If you feel comfortable, you can raise your hand, let go of that chair. That's it. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Again, the second round, eyes closed, okay? Same song, different verse here. Shift my weight to my right foot. I want to lift my left heel in the air. My toes are still on the ground. Knee is slightly bent, core tight. Close your eyes. Get your bearings. Again, if you're swaying a bit or if this is a little uncomfortable, you don't feel confident, stay here. Do not lift that foot up in the air. It's okay. If you do feel confident, let's go ahead and pick that foot up into the air. Time begins now. Stay safe, everyone. This is a tough one. Good. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Very good. I'm going to give everyone 20 seconds, get you a shot of water. We're going to return to our chairs. Our first And we're going to start in our graduates program in the strength pillar. We'll do 2 exercises per pillar, all right? Everyone get you a shot of water. All right. Very good. Now, we're going to go ahead and swing our chair back to the left side. We're going to swing our chair back to the left side there. There's a lot of moving of the chair back and forth. That was an unintended consequence of the program that I've left in because it helps strengthen your core, because it dubs as a trunk rotation. See there? I thought of everything. You guys thought I just made this up as I go along. I do, most of the time. No, I'm just kidding. So, first thing we're going to do, let me demonstrate and you will follow. This is in our strength pillar here, okay? Sometimes I write chicken scratch and I'm trying to figure out what I wrote down. What we're going to do is we're going to slide our heel from front to back, and as we go back, we're going to squat down a little bit. And then come up, sliding it to the front, and sliding it to the back. Now, when I slide to the back, I'm going to shift my weight to my heel right here, okay? Let me give you another angle, all right? Simply slide my foot to the front. Look how far it goes, not very far, right? I don't want to be here. I'm just sliding it to the front, maybe a couple inches, and then as I slide it back, I bend my knee. My chest is up, my chin is up. I don't want to have a rounded back. And then I just go forward and back. Forward and back. Does everyone get that? All right, easy peasy. Make sure you put a smile on your face, it helps. Nice and tall. Shift our weight to our left foot. Hold on if you need to. And let's begin. Slide your foot to the front, slowly your right foot, and then just slide to the back. Bend down a little bit, and to the front, and to the back. 1 and 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Good. 1, 2. Really stick that bottom out. 1, 2. That's it. 1, 2. Good, good. It's not as complicated as you think once you get going. 1 and 2. You're really just going up and down on that left leg. 1 and 2. Good. That's it, Michelle. Good. 1 and 2. You got it, Nancy. Good. 1. That's it, Ann. Yep, yep. And 2. Good, Gwen. 1 and 2. That's it. Last one. 1 and 2. Perfect. All right. You should feel that in your glute. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to strengthen those legs, right? If we lose the strength in our legs and we lose our ability to stand up and walk and move, we're in big trouble, right? Balance begins in the joints. It starts with your strength. Yes? Oh, John, I'm sorry. John, could you mute your mic for me, please? That's okay. Quite all right. Thank you, sir. I sure can. That's all right. Just hover your cursor over that bottom left-hand corner and you'll see a microphone. Just hit that and we're in business. All right, we're going to do the same thing on the other side, guys. All right, we're going to be standing on our right foot. All you're doing is you're just sliding your foot forward and back. Perfect. Just forwards and backwards. Just going up and down, okay? Let me give you a different angle here. 1, 2. All right, let's do it, everyone together. Here we go. Find you a focal point in front of you. Let's start to the front and back. Front and back. Front and back. Remember, keep your chest up, chin up. You don't want to round your back. Front. Good, Martha. And back. Front and back. That's it. Front. Back. Front. Back. That's it. When I go down, I want to shift my weight to that heel. And back, and I'm going to stick my bottom out a little bit too. Front and back. We're going to do 3 more. Front, back, front, and back. Last time. 1 and 2. And rest. Good. Get a shot of water if you need it. Guys, what is this similar to? What is this similar to that we do in everyday life, right? Let's say you drop something on the ground. And I have to go down and pick it up. You have to have the strength in those glutes and those legs to get yourself to the ground and get up. It's part of staying independent, right? Good, good. Okay. Now, lucky you, we get to sit down. And some of you who know me know when I say lucky you, it really doesn't mean lucky you. It means, oh man, what's coming? Well, you would be right again. It's not too bad. What's Halloween without a little bit of nerves, right? So, simple stuff. We're going to sit in our chair, and I kind of want you towards the front, maybe about halfway, okay? Don't let your back rest against the back of the chair. We're going to be about halfway up. And all we're going to do is we're going to start with our legs in front of us, just like so, and we're going to alternate going up and down, just like that. You're just going to alternate going up and down, back and forth. All right? Everyone together, nice and tall. I don't want a rounded back. Shoulders back. Pinch your shoulder blades together like you're pinching a pencil or a pen. Legs out in front of us. Core's tight. Let's start with the right foot. The right foot's going up. The left foot's going down. And then alternate. Back and forth. Hold on if you need to. We're going to go at a slow, controlled pace. That's it. Back and forth. Well done. You got it. Good. Hang in there. We're going to do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And rest. Whew! You should feel those thighs really burning. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to take that same exercise, and this time instead of going up and down, we're going to go in circles, right? So anybody who's chewing gum, you may want to spit that out at this time. Nice and tall, legs out in front of us. Oh, it's okay to hold on, and we're going to do circles. Back and forth. That's it. Feel that core. Everyone, there you go. Good. Now, whichever direction you're going, I want you to stop and go the opposite direction. So if you were going clockwise, go counterclockwise or vice versa. That's it. 67 more. Just kidding. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Stand up, walk around, walk it off. Good job. You feel those legs working? That's good stuff. Good, good. Grab a shot of water if you need it. I'm going to step here and turn my fan on. My goodness. Okie doke. That's it. So, next thing we're going to do, your legs should be nice and warm. You should be feeling the burn a little bit. Now that you feel that's the warm-up. So now we're really going to get into it. I'm just kidding. That is our strength pillar. Those exercises are not only balance exercises, they are also designed to strengthen our legs. That is the primary purpose of the exercises in the strength pillar. Now, a lot of those exercises can be used in other pillars. The pillars are important because they comprise all of the components when it comes to the physical aspect of improving your balance. Balance requires a big portion of input from your vestibular system, your eyes and ears. We will talk more about that next week. But for what we can do on the outside of the body to help improve our balance is keep ourselves strong. Our posture is on point. It's great, or as good as it can be. We're flexible. And of course, we work on those balance-specific exercises we spoke about earlier, talking about that study from Harvard Medical Center. Okay. We're going to go off script. All that means is this is just an exercise I've decided to throw in because I care about you so much. And I like to see the joy on your faces whenever you feel the burn. So, we're going to start in a split stance. Our next exercise, you're just going to put your chair on the left side, and you're going to start with your left foot in front of you. Chair on the left side, your left foot is in front of you. I'm in a split stance, just like so. Now, your heel can stay on the ground, or it can be up in the air. Very similar to the exercise we had done earlier where we were sliding. This time, our foot in the back is going to stay fixed. It's not going to move. So I'm standing in my split stance, and I'm just going to go down and up. I want to split my weight about 60-40. 60% of my body weight is on my front leg, 40 on my back leg. I'm going down and up. You can even make it 70-30. Down and up. Good. Everyone together. Hold on to the chair if you need it. Okay. Make sure you're stable. Left leg in front of you. You're going down, hold, and up. Good. And down and up. Now, if you feel any type of pain, this is not a no pain, no gain situation. If you feel pain, don't do it. What I want you to do is I want you to go down as far as you can, stay above the pain, and up. Notice we're not going that far down. We're going down just a little, and then coming up. When I come up, I want you driving on your heel. Down, nice and tall, and up. Perfect. Down and up. You got it. Let's do 3 more. Down and up. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. Well done. Let's rotate our chair to the other side. Very good. Yes, ma'am. It can be, or you can bring it into the air. I personally like to get it in the air. I like to have my heel in the air, yeah. So either way, yeah. Some folks just don't have the flexibility to be able to keep their foot or the balance. So that's why I say to keep it on the ground to help folks stay stable. Same thing, our left foot is in front, nice and tall. All right, we're in our balanced position of confidence here. And again, you can hold on. We're just going down with our right leg in front this time and up. That's it. Down. Now, as you go down, you want to shift your weight to your heel, the heel on your front foot, and up and down, keeping your chest up, chin up, core tight, and up. Good. Let me give you a different angle. Down, up. That's it. Down and up. Very good. Down and up. Down and up. Good. That's it. We're going to do 4 more. Down and up. Down and up. That's it. 2 more. Down and up. Last time. Down and up. Great job. Catch your breath. You guys got me sweating this morning. Any questions? Any other questions there? That is our strength pillar. Okay? That includes the 2 exercises plus the off-script exercise. You'll see that when you get your handout today. All right? So now we're going to move into the posture pillar. If no one has any questions, grab you a shot of water if you need it. We're going to zoom in to our posture pillar. Good, good. And we can keep our chair right where it's at. You can keep it right there on the right side. Good. Simple exercise. Okay, we're going to be back into our balanced position of confidence, our split stance, one foot in front of the other. Okay, nice and tall. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our hands in front of us, and we're just going to open and close. That is version 1. Right foot in front, open and close. Version 2 is a progression. For those of you that like a challenge, what you will do is rise up on your toes and open and close. Okay, so there's 2 versions. One with our feet flat on the ground, where we're opening. I really want you to push those hands back, stretch that chest out, and close. Version 2 is you're up on your toes, all right? On your tiptoes, okay? Can you see that? I'm up on my tiptoes, and I'm opening and closing, okay? So everyone together, right foot in front, chair on the right side, nice and tall, core tight. Hands out in front of us, about chest level. We're going to open, push back, and close. Now, if you have a shoulder injury or some type of restriction, you can use one arm here and close. Good, good. Open and close. Good. Now, let me offer another progression for those of you on your toes. If you can, try closing your eyes. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's it. You want to keep your palms to the sky. Pushing back. That's it. Touch your pinkies together when you're in front. Really want you to push back there. That's it. Good. And back, back, back. And together. Perfect. Nice and slow. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Great job. This is important, guys, this exercise, because everything is in front of us, right? The way we drive, our phones, when we sit down, the shoulders come together. We have to stretch the chest, the shoulders. We have to stretch those muscles back out to restore the elasticity. But also, we need to strengthen the posterior side of the body. We need to strengthen the shoulders. And I'm sure you can feel your shoulders working here as we're pushing back. You feel the stretch, and then you feel your shoulders working. Another thing, when we were talking earlier about the unintended falls, if you have a fall and what to do. Well, first you want to relax and breathe, all right? Figure out if you're hurt or not. If you're not hurt, then roll over and get yourself up. If you are hurt, this is where wearing a device like an Apple Watch or a Samsung is so important, because you can actually make phone calls from your Apple Watch. Or if you have an alert, you hit your pendant, okay? The worst thing you can do if you do fall is to not tell someone, especially your doctor. And I know a lot of folks, I deal with them every day, that don't want to tell their doctor because they don't want to lose their independence. But there could be something injured that you're unaware of that will manifest if it goes unchecked. Okay, I've seen that happen too many times. All right, relax, breathe, figure out if you're hurt. If you are not, then get yourself up, crawl to a chair, bed, whatever you need to do. If you are, then try to call someone. Always carry your phone on you, always. Even if you don't like to turn it on, at least have it close by, okay? Or your device, your emergency device, okay? All right, so now, the second exercise we're going to do in our posture pillar, chair stays right there. Feet are hip width apart. Our hands are above our head. We're going to go down in just a little mini squat. I don't want my knees caving in or going out, right? I'm just down, okay? And what we're going to do, we're going to go down and hold. 3, 2, 1. We're going to stand, shift our weight to the right, up, down, right back where it left. And then we're down again. 3, 2, 1. And we're up, we're shift. Opposite leg, lift, and down. Now be safe. If you need to use one hand when you bring the leg up, you can do that. You can bring your leg up, then the hand goes right back up and you go down. All right, everyone down, that's it. Push those hands back. And then we're coming up. We're bringing the left leg into the air if you need to hold on. Good, and down. hand back up, and now we're down. Push those hands back. 3, 2, 1. That's it. We're up. Right leg in the air, and down, and down. 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Bringing the left foot up in the air. And down. Now, if your shoulders are getting tired, you can put your hands on your hips if you need a break. We're down. That's it. And up. Shift. Lift. That's it. One more round each side. Here we go. And we're down. And up. Shift. Lift. And down. And down. 3, 2, 1, we're up, shift, lift, and down, and rest. Shake them out, shake them out. Great job, great job. Let's take our chair and rotate it to the opposite side. Okay, again, going back to our previous exercise in our balanced position of confidence with our right foot forward, bringing our shoulders, our arms back, working the shoulders. This time, same exercise, but our left foot is forward, okay? And again, 2 progressions. The first one, if it's a little easy and you want to challenge yourself, up on your toes. If you want even more of a challenge, close your eyes, okay? It's perfectly okay to do this with your feet flat on the ground. All right, here we go. Left foot forward in our balanced position of confidence. Hands in front of us. Palms to the sky. Choose your progression. And we're out. Push, push. Stretch that chest. And in. Touch those pinkies. That's it. And out. And in. Beautiful. Out. And in. Nice and slow. And out. Good. And in. Great job. And out. Good. And in. That's it, Doug. Really getting those hands back there. That's great. Out. There you go. And in. Well done. Out. Push, push, push. And in. You got it. Let's do 3 more. 3. 2, last one, and 1. And rest. Awesome. Great job. Now, if you experience any neck pain during that exercise, what that is indicating is that that portion of your body is a bit weak. Because what I typically see when someone has weak posterior delts, teres majors and minors, you have weak traps. What happens is as they push their hands back, if they have any type of restriction in their flexibility also, if they're tight, what they'll do is as they push back, they'll try to really stick their heads forward to make up for that lack of range of motion. And what happens is we strain our neck. Outside of that, a lot of people, women, tend to hold their stress in their necks, right? If you're really stressful job or really stressful time in your life, that can also cause some neck pain and those muscles to be really tight, okay? Best thing to do is a heating pad, maybe a tennis ball, nothing harder, and get up against the wall and just roll back and forth. Let those muscles, or if you have a really nice spouse or partner, then have them just massage nice and gently, or just go get a massage. Hey, there you go. All right. All right, here we go. Let's finish up in our posture pillar. Going back to that exercise previously with our hands over our head. Now remember, if your shoulders get tired, it's okay to put your hands on your hips, all right? Here we go. Feet hip width apart. Hands go up. Put your hands in the air if you love the Dallas Cowboys. There we go. Nobody put them down. Good. All right. We're going down. Stick that bottom out. Push those arms back. 3, 2, 1. We're going to come up and lift our right leg into the air. So we're going to shift. Bring that right leg up if you need to hold on. And down. And down. Push back. hold, 3, 2, 1, and we're up, shift, bring that left leg up this time, up, down, good, and down, that's it, and up, right leg, shift, lift, down, and down, stick that bottom out, push those arms back, 3, 2, 1, and we're up, we're shifting, lifting, left leg, and down, good, each side, one more time, here we go, down, push back, 3, 2, 1, and we're up, shift, lift that right leg, and down, last one, down, push, push, push back, push those hands back, 3, 2, 1, and we're up, shift, lift, left leg, and down, and rest. Fantastic. Shoulders are really getting it today. Well done. Get you a shot of water. Get you a shot of water here. Give you about 20 seconds. Do we have any questions? Now, I want to show you something. I want to show you a little exercise here, just for your knowledge. We're not going to do it here in class today. It is on the sheet. So if you have a band laying around, it's a good idea to bring it to class. Sometimes we will use these. If you don't have one, let me know. I can send you one free of charge. They're cheap. If you have one laying around the house and you were experiencing some neck pain there, okay, this is not a fail-safe or a fail-proof exercise. It's not a cure-all, but it will help increase flexibility and strength. This is called the Appley scratch. A-P-P-L-E-Y. Weird name. But what you're going to do, and it's a weird exercise too, what you're going to do is you're going to take that band, palms, right? I'm going to take it and I'm going to hold it. My thumbs to the ground. I don't know if you can see if I'm getting washed out with the background there. Palm to the ground, and I'm going to hold that band just like that. All right, I'm going to take it behind my back. I'm going to take my other hand, and I'm going to crawl up my back as high as I can and grab that band. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull apart, but I want to try to trace my spine. I don't want to be out here. I want to try to go straight up and straight down, and then right back down. Now, if you notice, you can see me shaking a bit. And what that tells me is that I'm a bit weak. Those muscles that are responsible for doing this movement need a bit of work. And just going up and down. And then, of course, you would rotate and do the other side. All right? Give that a shot. Okay? We've got some other good, weird ones like that I'll show you as class progresses. Awesome. Any questions there over our posture pillar? Nope, you guys got it? Zooming along. Okay, let's hop into our flexibility pillar. So what I want you to do is go ahead and line your chair up. We're going to be sitting down. So we can take a bit of a break here. All right. We're going to sit down, and I want you closer to the front of your chair. All right, we're going to be to the front of our chair. Really easy. We're going to take our left foot and slide it out in front of us. We're going to take our hands. Now, it's okay if your knee is slightly bent. It's okay if your toes pointed or if it's pulled back, pointed to the ceiling, or if it's pointed straight out. Either way is fine. My right leg is bent. I'm going to take both hands and just slide them down my leg, okay? And you're going to feel a stretch in the back of your leg. You may feel it in your calf. You may feel it in the back of your knee. You may feel it in your hamstring. Anywhere you feel it, as long as you feel a stretch back there, you're doing it right. That's it. You're just going to hold. We're going to sit here and hold for about another 10 seconds. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. That's it. Now we'll take the right leg and do the same thing. We're going to extend the right leg out. Both hands, we're going to go straight down. And hold. Again, it's okay if the knee is slightly bent. That's it. 10 seconds remaining. If you start to get lightheaded, just come on up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Now we want to take both of our legs, right? We want to widen our base out a little bit, okay? So maybe about the same distance as the legs of the chair. You want to really bring those legs wide, because what we're going to do is we're going to go down and try to put our palms on the ground. Now be careful. You don't want to be so far forward in your chair you fall out, okay? Go down as far as you can. Again, if you experience some lightheadedness, come on up and just relax. But for those of us, we're going to take our hands, we're going to go down as far as we can. Now, if you can't get to the floor, that's fine. But just go as far as you can. That's it. And if you can, try to put your entire palm on the ground. You're just going to relax. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. Good. Now we're going to do a stretch that I like to do. If you have a joint replacement in the hip, if you have a hip replacement, do not do this, okay? Because we're going to be crossing the midline. Just sit tight. An alternative, if you have a hip replacement, you can get a tennis ball and roll the seam of your pants, which is, it's different, but that's the best alternative. But if you do not have a hip replacement, we're going to sit down, same place in our chair. I want you to take your right leg and cross it over. Again, do not do this if you have a hip replacement in the right hip. Okay, if you can't get your leg that high, then start here. Okay, and what you do is you take a towel or a band or something, and then you start to wrap it around your leg, and you just start to work your way up, right? So when you watch TV, you can sit here, and what this does is this stretches out a muscle called the piriformis, which is very important muscle, right? It controls abduction, adduction, how we accelerate, decelerate. So it's a very important muscle in the body, often neglected. I want to cross my leg over, okay? I'm going to take my thumbs, point them to the sky, and I'm just going to lean forward, okay? If you can't quite get your leg that high, you're in this position, that's fine. Just lean forward, all right? And you're going to feel a really strong stretch. You may feel it in the side of your leg. You may feel it in your glute. Your head is down. You're just holding steady. That's it. Tucking your chin to your chest. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. That's it. Again, we'll do the same thing with the opposite side. It's a great exercise to do if you're sitting at home and you're watching television, or maybe you're sitting at a physician's office, or you're sitting somewhere in a lounge, or waiting on your car to be washed or something. You can sit and just sit like this. You know, this will stretch that piriformis, okay? Again, if you have a hip replacement on the left side, do not do this. All right, I've got my left leg over, across, my thumbs to the sky. I'm going to lean forward. Tuck my chin to my chest and hold steady. Good. That's it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Great job. Now, scoot all the way back into your chair. You're going to take your left hand and hold the underside of your chair. You're going to take your left hand and hold the underside of your chair. Now, take your right hand and put it across your stomach. What I want you to do is I want you to take your whole body and your head, and I want you to lean and look to the right. You want to lean away from that left hand that's holding. Lean and look to the right. I'll give you a different angle here. Lean and look to the right. And this is called a cervical stretch. You'll feel this maybe in your shoulder, your arm, your neck, maybe all the way up to your ear. We're going to stretch that neck, stretch them shoulders. Look up. Look down. Find the place you feel that stretch the most. Good. and hold steady. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. Now we're going to take our right hand. All right, we'll take our right hand and hold the underside of our chair. Right hand is holding the underside. Good. You may not be able to see very well. I have arms on my chair there, but I've got it towards the back a little bit. Left hand is going across my stomach. That's it. Now I'm going to lean and look to my left. All right, I want to lean away from the right hand. I'm going to lean and look to the left. I'm going to look up. I'm going to look down. I'm going to find the place I feel the stretch the most and hold. There you go. Good. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. And relax. Now that is our posture pillar. I like to do the neck stretch, what we call the self-cervical stretch, because it helps increase my flexibility in my neck, right? And that is important as I walk to be able to have a big field of vision to identify obstacles. But also, importantly, not less importantly, maybe more, is when I drive. This allows me the flexibility and the mobility that I need to be able to identify teenagers, right? or if you're in Naples, we have some older folks that I swear they must have been NASCAR drivers in their youth, because they are driving that thing like they stole it, baby. Let me tell you. So, good stuff. And driving is a big part of us staying independent, so that's why we do that. All right, let's get into it. Any questions there? Everyone good? Okay, into the balance pillar we go. The main event. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start off with a pretty tall order. We're going to start with our chair on our left side, and we're going to do a single balance reach. So we're going to be standing on our left leg. Our hands are out in front of us, like a zombie, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean forward like I'm trying to grab an apple or a chocolate chip cookie off the counter, and someone is trying to stop me, and then I'm coming right back to start position. So let me show you. I've got my right foot in the air. I'm reaching out and in. Good thing about this exercise is you can manipulate this exercise to your ability. So maybe going out that far is too much. Maybe you just want to go a little bit, okay? And then in. So make it work for you. If you need to keep that back foot on the ground, feel free to do so, all right? So let everyone together, let's shift our weight to our left foot. Right leg is in the air. Hands out in front of us. We're going to reach. 1, 2, and back to start position. If you can, try to keep the foot in the air. Try to keep that right foot in the air. We're going to reach. 1, 2, and back to start position. And reach. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and start position. Good. And reach. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and start position. Very similar to the exercise we did at the very beginning of class today. Except this time our foot is in the air. And start. 3 more. Reach. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, start position. Good. And reach. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. That's it. Last one. And reach. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and start position. And shake it out. Holy moly. Good one. Let's rotate that chair to the opposite side. Boy, that was a good exercise. Man. All right. Same thing, just on the opposite foot. We're going to shift our weight to the right foot. Remember, keep that knee bent. You want to keep that right knee bent. Left leg in the air. Big smiles. Hands out in front of us. And we're reaching. And start position. Good, good. And reach. and start. And reach, get that foot up in the air, that back foot if you can, and start position. Good. And out. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and in. Good. And out. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and in. Remember, try to keep that leg in the air. And out. If you have to, you can put your foot on the ground right here. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, and in. 3 more. We're out and in. Great job. And out and in. Last one. And out. Can you get out there? How far can you go? Oh, and in. Good job. Good job. Even the balance teacher struggles, huh? Who knew? All right. Next exercise up for us. All right. Next exercise we're going to do. And we've done a lot with the abduction, adduction today. This time what we're going to do is we're going to do a big trace D. Okay. We've talked about it in the past. What we're doing is keeping the chair right where it's at. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot. Let me demonstrate. Your left foot, I want you to imagine being on the beach, barefoot, and you're just going to trace a D in the sand. Okay? Now, for those of you who have done this exercise many times, or maybe you feel comfortable enough to do this, please feel free. We're going to do a huge D, right? Way out there. Big ones, right? Now, for those of you who have never done this, or maybe uncomfortable, or maybe that's a lot, great thing about this exercise, again, is you can manipulate how large that D is to your ability. So maybe if that's too much, make it smaller, right? This is what we typically do, okay? But today, we're just going to challenge the class a little bit. Your choice. You make it work for you, okay? So here we go. Let's shift our weight to our right foot. Our left toe